Welcome back to World Coins History. You've heard the saying, old is gold, but these rare state $quarter coins that are worth more than you might imagine. Before you watch entire video and comment if you find one of these, who knows? Your next treasure could be hiding a fortune. Let's dive in. Top 1, today, we're about to uncover might just be hiding in your change jar right now. This isn't just another quarter, this is the 2001 New York State quarter, a piece of American coinage that can quietly turn a regular day into an unforgettable treasure hunt. If you're a collector, or even just a curious coin lover, listen closely, because this coin carries more stories, surprises, and secrets than you can imagine. Now, let's begin with the basics, but with a twist. The 2001 New York State quarter isn't just your average 25-cent coin, it's a symbol of history, heritage, and hidden value. It celebrates the Empire State in all its glory, with the Statue of Liberty boldly reaching upward, framed by a beautifully detailed map of New York and that unforgettable line, "Gateway to Freedom." This coin marked not just the release of another state quarter, but a powerful representation of liberty and resilience, and that emotional value has only grown stronger with time. But here's where things get thrilling. Not every 2001 New York quarter is the same. There are versions of this coin that were struck with errors so subtle that only sharp-eyed collectors or lucky finders notice them. We're talking about double dies, off-center strikes, and coins minted on the wrong planchets that made their way into circulation without a trace of warning. Just imagine finding a coin with a slightly double torch, or a liberty that looks just a little thicker than normal. Those are signs that your coin might be something truly special. Some of these error coins have caused massive waves in the auction world. In places like Pennsylvania, Texas, and even smaller collector conventions in Georgia, people have walked in with what they thought were regular quarters, only to walk out with thousands in their pockets. All because of a tiny detail they overlooked before. This is why every serious collector is always looking, always watching, always flipping over those coins one more time before letting them go, and it's not just the errors that drive the demand. Some of these quarters were preserved in stunning condition, untouched, uncirculated, or barely handled, and graded MS-67 or higher. These pristine coins are hot in the collector world, with buyers hungry to get their hands on the sharpest, cleanest examples out there. When you combine rarity with beauty, the price tag starts climbing fast, and the competition gets even fiercer. Now, if you're just starting out or you've been collecting for years, here are some tips just for you. Always check both sides of the coin, the front and the back. Look closely around the letters, especially Liberty and United States of America, for any doubling or slight shifting. Hold the coin up to a good light and tilt it gently. Sometimes the errors reveal themselves in shadows and shine. Don't be afraid to use a magnifying glass or compare your coin with a known good example online or in a coin book. If you find one in great condition, don't clean it. Seriously, never ever clean a coin like this. Even a little polish can wipe away value and make a rare coin worthless to a professional buyer. Instead, place it in a soft coin sleeve or holder, and if you really believe you found something extraordinary, consider sending it to a grading service for certification. Collectors pay more for certified coins, and it adds a level of trust and authenticity to your find. And here's a golden tip that many collectors swear by: check your change from banks, vending machines, parking meters, or even toll booths. These are some of the most common places where rare coins slip through unnoticed. There have even been cases where people found error quarters like the 2001 New York in grocery store change or stuck to the bottom of a purse for years. So what makes this quarter so loved, so hunted, and so exciting? It's the combination of history, artistry, patriotic pride, and the thrilling possibility that one small mistake in the minting process turned an ordinary coin into a legendary collector's prize. It's not just about the money, it's about the mystery, the excitement, and that incredible feeling of holding a piece of America in your palm that could be worth so much more than you ever expected. And yes, we promised we'd talk about the market value, just the original. So here it is. The original market value of the 2001 New York State quarter was 25 cents, but now, what it could be worth with the right error, or in top-grade condition. That's where the magic lives. Top 2, we're talking about the beautiful and unique United States quarter dollar from the year 2000, the Maryland State Quarter. This isn't just another coin, this is a treasure with history, character, and real collector fire behind it, so if you love coins, or you're someone always hoping to find something rare, then listen very carefully because what I'm about to share could make your day. The Maryland Quarter, released in the year 2000, is part of the legendary 50 state quarters program that had the whole country buzzing at the turn of the millennium. But there's something about this coin that collectors noticed early on. The design is iconic, showing the dome of the Maryland State House, which is the oldest state capitol still in continuous use. And surrounding that dome are branches of the white oak tree, Maryland's official state tree, giving the coin a natural charm that feels almost magical. Now here's where things start to get thrilling. Not every Maryland quarter is the same. Some coins from this year have strange, unique traits that set them apart. There are error coins out there that collectors dream of getting their hands on. We're talking about double dies, off-center strikes, coins with weak or missing details, and even some that were struck on the wrong planchets. These aren't just imperfections, they are golden tickets for anyone who knows how to recognize them. Imagine coming across one of these rare Maryland quarters at a flea market in Ohio or inside a coin jar in California and realizing that what you're holding is worth far more than face value. That moment right there, when your heart skips a beat, is what coin collecting is all about. It's about the chase, the excitement, the mystery behind every coin you pick up. Collectors know the Maryland Quarter is one to watch closely. It's a favorite because of how easy it is to overlook, and that's exactly why it's still popping up in collections and surprising people every day. Some of the rarest varieties were discovered in pocket change years after the release, which proves they're still out there, waiting to be found. Now let me give you some real tips that will help you on your hunt. First, always check both sides of the coin under good lighting, especially around the lettering and design edges. Doubling usually shows up around the words E pluribus unum or Maryland in small but visible ways. Look out for extra thickness or ghosting in the letters. That's your clue. Also, keep an eye on the edges of the coin. Off-center strikes can be very obvious, with part of the design missing or shifted. These are hot in the market, especially if the date is still visible. That combo of error plus full date makes those coins even more desirable. Another important thing, be sure to weigh your coins if you suspect an error. Some Maryland quarters were struck on planchets meant for other denominations like nickels or foreign coins by accident. If the weight is off, even by a little, you could be holding a wrong planchet error coin, and those are extremely collectible. People are finding Maryland quarters with die breaks too, also known as cuds, where part of the metal has a raised blob or line due to a damaged die. These errors make the coin one of a kind, and that's exactly what collectors love most. The weirder the mistake, the more unique the coin, and the more exciting the value. Always remember, condition matters. A Maryland quarter in mint condition, shiny and untouched, especially one with an error, is far more valuable than a heavily worn one. So don't clean the coin, don't polish it, just keep it safe and store it properly if you think it might be special. If you're attending coin shows or checking online auction sites, like the ones held in Florida, Texas, or even in Maryland itself, keep your eyes open for these state quarters. Sellers might list them under general categories, and some buyers have snagged valuable errors just because they had a trained eye and moved fast. There was one quarter found in a coin shop in Michigan that had a major die clash, where you could see part of the obverse design faintly on the reverse side. That collector walked out grinning like he hit the jackpot because that kind of error is incredibly rare and collectors are always searching for those freak finds. Even if you're new to collecting, this is a great coin to start your journey. It's not just history, it's adventure, it's mystery, and it's value hiding in plain sight. So take your time, check every detail, and remember that sometimes the smallest coins carry the biggest surprises. Now let's talk about what makes this even more exciting. The Maryland 2000 quarter, especially the ones with rare errors or in pristine condition, have sold in auctions and coin shows for prices that will blow your mind. A clean, sharp error coin from this series once sold in an Arizona auction house and left everyone shocked. This isn't just a coin, it's a conversation starter, a collector's prize, and a hidden gem rolled into one. The original market value of this quarter, like every other US quarter, was 25 cents. But some lucky finds have changed that number forever for collectors, so if you've got a Maryland quarter, don't overlook it. Pull out that old change, dig through your collections, and give this beautiful coin a second glance. Who knows, your next rare find might just be right in your hands. Top 3. I'm about to reveal the hidden story behind this beautiful quarter, the kind of secrets that make collectors chase this coin like it's treasure from a forgotten vault. This coin might look ordinary, but what lies within its tiny details could shock you, so stay with me till the end because every second of this video might be the clue you've been looking for in your collection. Now the Vermont State Quarter, minted in 2001, is not just a coin, it's a slice of American pride that carries the story of maple trees and sugaring buckets, engraved with beauty and heritage. But there's more to this coin than just its design. Some pieces have become true collectors' dreams due to rare errors and unexpected conditions that have sent their value soaring in the world of coin collectors. Some of the most desirable Vermont quarters are those with unusual die errors, like double dies that create a ghost-like image in the lettering, or coins where the strike is off-center, making the artwork shift in a way that instantly catches a trained eye. There have even been Vermont quarters with partial collar errors, where the coin rim appears slightly misaligned, creating a striking and rare look that collectors absolutely adore. Imagine finding a Vermont quarter with a minting flaw so unique that only a handful were ever seen in public auctions. These are the kinds of coins that make headlines in collector circles, sometimes being sold at coin shows in cities like Denver or Chicago, or fetching attention in big online auctions where bidders fight for the chance to add one to their collection. It's thrilling to know these little treasures can be sitting unnoticed in a jar on a kitchen shelf. Collectors, listen carefully. If you want to identify a rare Vermont 2001 quarter, look closely at the details under strong light or a magnifying glass. Focus on the maple trees, the buckets, the words etched on the coin's surface. Does anything look doubled or slightly off? Check the rim, the edges, the mint mark position, and don't ignore even the smallest imperfections because those tiny details might make all the difference, and condition matters too. If your coin has no scratches, no stains, and shines like it was just minted, that increases its appeal tremendously. The higher the grade, the higher the value collectors are willing to pay. Coins graded MS-65 or higher by professional grading services can be in massive demand, especially when combined with an error or pristine luster. One thing that excites coin lovers is the thrill of the hunt. Going through pocket change, visiting flea markets, exploring estate sales or old coin jars passed down by grandparents, these are places where Vermont 2001 quarters with incredible value can quietly hide. Collectors love these journeys because when you find something special, it's not just money, it's a story, a treasure, a piece of history rediscovered. Now here's something even more exciting. In one known example, a Vermont 2001 quarter with a rare die clash error sold in a private coin show and grabbed intense attention from collectors across the state. Another one with perfect uncirculated condition was spotted at a New York auction and drew in dozens of bids within hours. These are not just lucky chances, these are real moments that happen when people start paying attention to the coins they overlook every day. If you're a collector, let me give you a golden tip. Always store your valuable quarters in coin flips or protective holders to preserve their condition. And if you find one that looks suspiciously different, don't hesitate to have it looked at by a professional. Sometimes, a quick check from an expert can reveal a hidden treasure that's worth way more than just 25 cents, and remember, the Vermont quarter is part of the 50 state quarters program, which makes it even more desirable to those trying to build a full set. Completing that set with rare error coins or high-grade versions can add enormous value to your collection over time. So every coin matters, and this one from 2001 could be one of your most precious pieces. Coin lovers, this is your sign to start digging through your collection again. Don't let this one slip past your eyes. The Vermont 2001 quarter is a true gem when it comes with the right twist of rarity and condition. Whether it's a slight error or a sharp strike with luster that dazzles, these are the coins that are lighting up the collector world. The demand is rising, the awareness is growing, and people everywhere are starting to realize that ordinary coins can become extraordinary treasures. So stay excited, stay curious, and keep checking those coins. Now, in case you're wondering about its original market value, let me tell you that this beautiful Vermont quarter was originally worth just 25 cents. But as you've just learned, its true worth today could be far, far beyond that depending on the condition and errors. Top 4. If you've got a United States quarter dollar from the year 2002 with Ohio written on it, you might just be holding on to something way more valuable than you think. So don't look away now, because in the next few minutes, we're diving into the secret behind this coin's uniqueness, its surprising rarity, and what makes it a collector's dream. This isn't just another state quarter, this one carries a piece of American history, deep design meaning, and some jaw-dropping errors that have made a few of these coins worth serious money. So stay with me till the end, because one of these might just be hiding in your pocket, your old change jar, or that little coin stash your grandpa gave you. Back in 2002, the U.S. Mint released the Ohio State Quarter as part of the legendary 50 State Quarters program. This was a big deal back then. Every new state coin had collectors across the country buzzing with excitement. But Ohio's design? Oh, this one hit different. On the front, just like all state quarters, you'll find the profile of George Washington. But flip it over, and that's where the story begins. The back of the coin shows a tribute to Ohio's proud place in aviation history. You've got the Wright brothers' airplane soaring above, and right beneath it stands a proud astronaut, a shout-out to Ohio being the birthplace of space legends like Neil Armstrong and John Glenn. Right there it says birthplace of aviation pioneers. It's not just a motto, it's a badge of honor pressed in metal, but what makes this coin truly fascinating isn't just the design, it's the rarity and the mysterious minting errors that have collectors going absolutely wild for this quarter. See, while millions of these were minted, only a small portion are still in top-notch condition. Most of these coins were used daily, passing through hands, pockets, cash registers, getting scratched, nicked, and worn out along the way. So finding one that's crisp, shiny, and uncirculated? That's already a big win, but let's talk about the real thrill. The errors. These are the coins that make collectors' hearts race. There are 2002 Ohio quarters out there with wild mistakes. Some have off-center strikes, where the design is slightly pushed to one side, others have die cracks, which leave raised lines across the surface, and a few even show doubled images in the text or design, known as double dies. Those errors aren't flaws, they're golden tickets. In fact, a single Ohio quarter with the right kind of error has sold at auctions for prices that shocked even seasoned coin dealers. There was one error coin spotted in Texas, sold to a private collector for a hefty amount because it had a clear doubling on the word Liberty and a visible die break near the astronaut's boot. That kind of detail makes a coin one in a million. Collectors are always on the hunt for these rare versions, and if you've got one in mint state condition, you better believe someone out there is ready to pay good money for it. And if your quarter has an error on top of that? That's where the value really jumps. Now listen up, if you're a collector or even just someone curious about coins, here's a quick tip. Always check your pocket change under good lighting, look closely at the edges and letters, use a magnifying glass if you need to. Because coins like the 2002 Ohio quarter often go unnoticed until someone spots that tiny error that changes everything, and if you're lucky enough to find one in uncirculated condition, keep it protected. Put it in a coin holder or plastic sleeve right away to prevent it from getting damaged. These small steps could be the difference between a regular quarter and a rare collectible worth hundreds or even thousands. Collectors all across the U.S., from California to Florida, have reported paying high prices for error coins like these at local coin shows and online marketplaces. There are even bidding wars going on for specific error types. That's how hot the demand is. The original face value of this coin was just 25 cents, but in today's collector market, a rare 2002 Ohio State quarter with errors and in brilliant condition has been known to sell for over $500 to $3,000, and in some rare auctions, prices have soared even higher. So don't brush past your loose change. That Ohio quarter could be sitting right there, waiting to tell its story, and maybe bring you a surprise you never expected. Top 5, and last unique coin. we're diving deep into the incredible story of the 1999 United States Connecticut State Quarter, and trust me, this isn't just another old coin. This one carries history, mystery, and a little bit of magic that could make your heart race if you ever spot it in your pocket change. So, if you're a true coin lover, or just someone who enjoys the thrill of the hunt, don't miss a second of this video. I'm going to tell you exactly what makes this coin so unique, so rare, and why collectors are going wild for it in auctions and private sales all over the country. Let's rewind to the year 1999. That's when the U.S. Mint kicked off one of the most exciting programs in American coinage history, the legendary 50-state quarters program. And one of the very first in the lineup was the Connecticut Quarter, a coin that instantly stood out from the rest. Right on the reverse side, you'll see something powerful and elegant. It's the charter oak tree, a symbol of freedom, strength, and deep American roots. According to legend, this tree once hid Connecticut's royal charter to protect it from being seized by the British. This isn't just a design, it's a living story pressed into metal. Now, millions of these were minted in 1999, yes, but here's the part that makes collectors lean in with excitement: not all of them are the same. Most got scratched up, tossed around, and forgotten in drawers and jars. But a lucky few survived in brilliant, uncirculated condition, crisp and clean, just like the day they were made. But what really fires up the collecting world are the rare minting errors, those tiny mistakes that turn a regular coin into a valuable treasure. Imagine holding a quarter where the image is slightly off-center, or where you can see a die crack running across the base of the tree, or maybe even doubling in the words like Connecticut or E pluribus unum. Those small flaws? They're gold for collectors. In places like Chicago, a Connecticut quarter with a major cut error near the rim sold for hundreds of dollars at a local coin show. Another one, spotted in Arizona, had a doubling effect on the word liberty, and it was snapped up by a private buyer for well over $1,000. These aren't myths, these are real, verified sales, and they're still happening today. So, if you're a collector, or even just someone who's curious, here's my tip: start looking through your change carefully. Use a magnifying glass, a good light, and slow down when you examine the details. Look at the edges, the lettering, the trunk of the tree, because those tiny flaws might just be hiding in plain sight. And if you find one, especially in great condition, seal it up immediately in a coin flip or protective case to keep it safe from air, moisture, and scratches. Collectors across the United States are still actively searching for these Connecticut quarters with rare errors and beautiful mint state condition. The demand is real, and the interest keeps growing every year. Now, listen carefully. The original market value of this coin is just 25 cents, but if you've got the right version, with a rare error or uncirculated shine, it could bring you anywhere from $300 to over $1,000, depending on what collectors and dealers are looking for. Some sales in New York and California have even crossed that mark in competitive auctions. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your pocket change, look through your old drawers, ask your relatives if they've got coin jars tucked away. Your next big find could be sitting right there, waiting to be discovered. Thank you so much for watching, friends. If you enjoyed this exciting deep dive into the world of rare coins, don't forget to smash that like button, leave a comment about what coins you found, and hit that subscribe button for more treasure hunting stories just like this one. We'll be back soon with more rare finds, fascinating coin facts, and maybe even the next jackpot discovery. Until then, happy collecting, and good luck out there.